Well, hello. Welcome to I Spy a Scam, and this week's email you can see is a bit more sophisticated. So it tells me who it's from, which apparently is from myself, which is interesting. But it's also from IT support at DesmondElliott.com, whoever that may be. And the subject line is confirm your password for me. And it tells me my password's about to expire, and I can use the button below to reset my password. And you can see that very obvious um, button there, which is just really a hyperlink. And of course, you can see this hyperlink is not going anywhere near where it should be going. You wouldn't want to touch that with a barge pole. And of course, people click on it. As soon as you click on it, there's a good chance you could be doing a virus or all sorts, depending on what it's going to do. And I'm not going to test that out today. And it says, note your mails may not be delivered until you verify your account. Sincerely, the gmail.com support team. So I'm just going to hover over this and see if this is anything. Okay, so this looks like it's a genuine address there. So it's interesting that they've tried to get me to think this from some sort of IT support. We all know we've got to change our passwords regularly, so this is quite a good ruse. So let's look at this for a second today and why this is quite a clever email. So first thing is, it looks, because it's got my name all over it, it looks kind of quite genuine. The fact that the domain name looks like it's actually a proper domain name rather than something obscure or a free account. And it's asking us to do something which we would immediately think is normal. We do all want to change our passwords regularly. We get forced to change our passwords even when we don't want to. And so that wouldn't be unusual to be prompted to do that. And we're being asked to click a button. And also then they put the urgency in. Because remember, for a scam to work, we want to have some sort of urgency. And in this case, the urgency is you're not going to get any more emails and do what you're told. And then it's trying to spook and say that it is, or spoof I should say, and say that it's from the provider. So this would work best, of course, if I had a homemade domain name that was being looked after by somebody else. So if my IT, let's say I'm a small business and my IT is being handed off to another company who handles my domain and all my emails, then this would not look a million miles out, unfortunately, because it would read a lot better. And you will see people click on these links. And you might think, well, who would fall for that? But you would be surprised. Who's going to fall for this? It may be people who are just caught off guard. Maybe they've already been told that day, legitimately, they've got to change their password. Because if you just think about that, just in terms of hitting the numbers, I reckon at least once every 6 months, somewhere I get prompted for a new password change because my password's expired. So if they're sending out millions of these, you know, the law of math says that one is going to hit, and one is going to hit where someone's just been asked legitimately by someone they trust, and then they feel that this is just confirmation of this, and then they click it and it goes. Remember, it's a brute force numbers game for a lot of these scammers. They're going to send as many scams as they can out, and once they've sent as many out, they only need like 0.0001%, and then it's payday for them. So, what's the overall writing message on this one? Do not click any links in emails. I mean, just don't. Unless you're 100% sure, convinced, you know who has sent it and where that link is taking you, do not click the link. So, you can see this a bit more sophisticated. I'm not going to reply, I'm not going to click on the link today. So, for now, this is it. If you've got any scam emails you want me to take a look at, any that caught your attention, any that made you laugh, send them across. You can send them straight to me at sam.spacey@gmail.com. Click that like button and I'll see you again soon.